Hello, it's been a while. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but honestly, I just couldn't really push myself to write a script, let alone make a video. I'm not gonna go through a whole sob story why I didn't post for a couple weeks though. I hope you enjoy today's video though. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the actions of Dr. Music and the CEO. To be honest, I wasn't going to make this video, but honestly I'm up in my feelings with him going to his honeymoon in the middle of the wait of a comeback, but I'll get into that later. If you don't know the CEO of DR Music Entertainment, his name is Youngjin YJ Yoon, better known as Philly Yoon on social media. His father was the previous CEO of DR Music. I will not be blaming all the actions and bad management on him, because I honestly don't know or care when he became CEO, but I will just be saying CEO instead of his or his father name when I question the person in the CEO role, why they choose to do this. And the third, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment on your opinions. We already known since Rania and Baby VOX days that their management wasn't pretty, and I'm surprised there are people from the Rania days standing Blackswan with all of the things they've gone through. The downfall of Blackswan really wasn't due to the members or their songs, but of their management of the first album. I understand they was trying to go for a "we are saying goodbye to Rania" type thing, but there was only like 4 or 3 songs actually sang by the Blackswan members. I remember seeing an interview with Alex where she said she didn't even know that they was using her voice or the songs she sang in Blackswan first album, and was only made aware when her fans contacted her through social media. I feel like they should have at least made half of the songs Blackswan songs or covers of previous Rania songs. Next came the Haim situation. If you don't know what happened, I'll explain it to a little bit. Basically, a man accused of her fraud and it wasn't true. I don't feel like going into detail, but there are articles and videos on it. Haim in her own words stated that Blackswan debuted in a difficult time, and that's the whole reason for her basically including herself in the album. She also felt bad that she was the last member of Rania. If they knew Haim wasn't going to stay, then why include her? It just felt like they was bringing the many member changes of Rania back with just a different name and brand. Next came the Leia situation. I'm sure there are many examples of bad management through their schedule and uploads between the Haim and Leia event, but it definitely doesn't compare how they treated their members and the situation when Fatou and Younghoon was being accused of bullying. Honestly, it was so petty. But the Leia fan account knew how much bullying is looked at by the K-pop industry. It might have not seemed like a big thing where you are, but idols can lose their careers, get sent death threats and hate mail for months, maybe even years because of it. But we aren't going to talk about the fan account or Leia, but rather how the CEO chose to address it. First, they pretended it wasn't there, letting people send hate and racist comments towards Fatou on all her social medias, and above to the point she had to come out with a statement by herself. They then released a half-assed statement and made all the girls sit on a live stream and read from an obvious script, instead of confronting the person who was liking comments against Fatou, defending her fans that was harassing Fatou and her fans, and was being disrespectful, making her fans assume things that never happened, or playing the victim to them. They instead pointed the blame to the other members, making them all apologize, especially Fatou. The CEO and Leia acted like two lazy people that didn't want to put their all in a group project and ended up dragging the whole group down even when the other members was putting in their worth, to be honest. Fatou was treated like a villain just for defending herself when her own company wouldn't, when her own CEO wouldn't. They instead took the side of a girl who is obviously mentally ill. I'm sure the girls have expressed this multiple times. Younghoon recently came out with a statement on Twitter that was soon deleted, how uncomfortable she was when Leia touched her breast on live, and that the group talked to Leia about it. Fatou also stated the statement she defended herself with on Twitter that was also soon deleted, that Leia was actually the one harassing and bullying the members and staff. The company knew of this, but still, trying to save their image, they blamed it on all the members as a careless action or a neighborly dispute between cultures. This situation could have been so much better addressed, handled, and resolved if they just acknowledged what was going on. Next came Younghoon and Judy, leaving clearly because they couldn't handle any more from this company. I'm not sure whether or not Rania was a rotation group or had a graduation system, but Blackswan does not have this. They made up the graduation when Younghoon and Judy left to cover up their bad actions against the members so they wouldn't be as much to blame. I find it also convenient that Gabi and Shreya joined not even a few months before Younghoon and Judy left. I'm sure the members have expressed their discomfort, and so they used their trainees as a way to cover up the reason why their only Korean members left. I feel like they used Shreya as a marketing tool, and again sat there while Gabi was getting hated on. It was also convenient that Gabi and Shreya knew Judy's and Younghoon parts and only practiced their parts. The last thing I want to mention is them keeping Leia in the group while desperately trying to hold on the last bit of fame from Leia. They've kept her on the side like a disposable diaper in a full trash can. They can't tell whether or not they want her to be in the group, and the more time spends helping her mental health, there really isn't any improvements. I mean, just pre-forming in Belgium, they started acting a certain way, causing her to get sent home back in Brazil. The members, the company and fandom wouldn't have to stress about Leia and what she was going to mess up next if they just dropped her. I also heard of a rumor of her trying to join another company, though under a contract with Dr. Music, and though if I don't know if this is true, I wouldn't be surprised, and not surprised that she is still in the group after trying something like this. Like I've stated in the past, DR Music, in my opinion, uses their non-Korean members for profit in a money-hungry diversity marketing scheme. It would have worked if they had better management and control of their members though. I had to make this video because while we was waiting for a comeback, I just see Philly on his honeymoon after having the members tell us the comeback would be here since, like, last September in 2022. Getting married in the middle of the wait of a comeback? Like, I understand, y'all probably planned this wedding ahead of time, but at the same time you've kept us waiting for over 2 years, almost 3, to keep them going. Do you see how selfish that is? It isn't the fact we Luminas are mad at the fact that Phil is getting married, but of the fact how selfish and neglectful he is. Then not even a week later you go on your honeymoon to Italy. And then after posting about going back home, I saw this. Like, I'm confusion. That's it for today's video though. Let's hope I don't need to add to this list anytime soon.